Omkar, we begin our interview now, and we start with your brief introduction.
Okay, sir. Good morning, sir. My name is Dr. Omkar Sunil PHADTARE, and I belong to the Satara district of Maharashtra. I have completed my graduation in veterinary science from Nagpur Veterinary College, Nagpur. Since then, I worked as a veterinary physician and a surgeon, and simultaneously, I have also been preparing for the civil services as well as the forest services examination.
So, Omkar, you are from Maharashtra.
Yes.
Now, what is the contribution of Western Ghats for our country's, green environment and biodiversity?
So the Western Ghats primarily provide a large. Its main role is in the monsoon, sir, because the eastern flowing peninsular rivers originate from the Western Ghats. Uh, Along with it, it also provides the tropical tropical evergreen forest on the western side, as well as the deciduous forest on the eastern side of Western Ghats, wherein there have been many national parks and sanctuaries which provide habitat to the wildlife, sir.
Good. So, talking about your core subject, Omkar, you are a doctor, veterinary doctor,
Yes, sir.
and animal husbandry has been your subject. Now, overgrazing is of by cattle is one of the menaces. May not be in Maharashtra, but in Rajasthan and many places where cattle population is high. Now,
Yes, sir.
how would you protect your forests from grazing and overgrazing, both?
Sir, I think overgrazing is mainly an issue where in the villages that are bordering the forests, sir. So I think one of the solutions can be uh, using the community forests, using the community pastures for growing the fodder crops for the animals. That would reduce the dependence on forest for the fodder for the livestock, sir.
Mhm. Uh, as a veterinary doctor, suppose if some tiger turns a man eater, what is the protocol that you would adopt?
Sir, the Wildlife Protection Act of 1972 has clearly laid the guidelines regarding how to deal with an animal who is threat to human lives. Therein, the Chief Wildlife Warden has the authority to issue the killing of the tiger if the tiger is a threat. Like it was a case with the tigress Avni in Maharashtra,
Mhm.
wherein the tigress had killed 13 humans, and so the killing of the tigress was issued. But most probably, we try to not to kill the tiger, and we take precautions if tiger can be translocated, and killing is the last resort, sir.
Uh-huh. My last question to you, Omkar. Today, the general philosophy is that in Indian context also that more than the quantity of forest cover, it is the quality of forest cover which is more important. How do you react to this?
Yes, sir. It is a valid concern. As we have seen that the overall tree cover has increasing uh, across India, but the very dense forests, as well as in certain patches, the moderate forests, their density is decreasing. So yes, sir, there is certainly merit in saying that we need to focus more on the quality. But having said that, sir, our focus on protection and conservation of forest is also to reduce our to increase the carbon stock and reduce the climate change impact. So quantity increasing the quantity is also necessary, and we should also focus on the quality, sir.
Good. Very good, Omkar. So I pass on to Mr. Shrikant, our honorable.
Yes, sorry, sir. Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Omkar, you are a
Yes,
veterinary
sir.
surgeon. You have done the
Yes,
animal
sir.
husbandry study also. Okay.
Yes, sir.
What is the status of animal, the number and the quality in India today?
Sorry, sir. Which animals? Wild animals or
No,
livestock
no,
animals?
not wild animals. You are a veterinary surgeon. I think you deal with mainly the,
Livestock, sir.
yeah, livestock.
Yes, sir. The recent 20th livestock census says that there are around 53 crore, sorry, sir, 5.3 crore livestock population in India, sir.
Okay, okay.
Yes.
What is the status? Is it, are we getting the means whatever our target regarding the milk production, are we achieving, or is there any gap?
Sir, India is the largest producer of milk. We produce almost 25% of the global milk only in India. But sir, our per capita production of an animal is quite less. It is around 1 to 2 liters per animal per day, sir. Whereas the global average stands around more than 10 liters per day. So in that sector of productivity of an animal, we are lagging quite behind. But overall, our production is the largest, sir.
Okay, is it because of the number?
Yes, sir. Because of sheer number, sir.
Sheer number. Okay. Now, in as a veterinary surgeon, we see also a lot of adulteration in milk today. Okay,
Yes.
cases of adulteration in milk. And, how it is done? If so, what are the measures to stop it?
Sir, regarding the adulteration of milk, the reason mainly is because we lack the necessary supervision. Because sir, FSSAI, that is the Food Safety Authority of India, it deals only with the organized sector production, whereas milk production in India is largely unorganized. Almost 80% of milk production comes from the unorganized sector. Therein, there is no supervision of the authorities. So that is why the adulteration is done mainly by adding milk. But in certain cases, we have also find the addition of urea in milk to increase the production and the fat percentage.
Okay, good. And now coming to the forestry, and what is the major challenges of forest at the national level, not at the state?
Sir, I think the most important challenge that forestry faces is maintaining a balance between sustainability and development. Secondly, another major challenge is the human-wildlife conflicts, sir, because as the wildlife population is increasing, the conflicts with humans is also increasing. I think these are the major challenges that forestry faces.
Okay. Recently, we are hearing from all the states, all major towns, the street dog menace. Okay. And even Supreme Court also heard cases and they give some decisions. There are yet to be completed that orders. Okay.
Yes, sir.
In order to reduce this issue, because they are leading to even major hurt and even sometimes even deaths also. What we should do?
So, as the Honorable Supreme Court has laid the guidelines in its suo motu case in August 2025, it has said that the stray dogs should be strictly vaccinated, sterilized, and again laid down in the same area through which they were caught. So the Supreme Court has not allowed translocation of the stray dogs. Regarding how to control the menace, we first need to change our definition, sir, because in Western countries, uh, they have strict policies regarding stray dogs, sir. When if they are not adopted by the population, then they can be culled. But here, the Supreme Court has given article as extended the Article 21, that is right to life, to stray dogs as well. That is why it becomes very difficult to deal with the menace.
Vaccine, actually, because what is the vaccine used in case of dog bites, stray dog bites?
Sir, it is the anti-rabies vaccine, sir.
Okay. Nowadays, there is even they say there is a spurious anti-rabies vaccines also. Some news
Yes,
it was. Okay. What
yes, sir.
is the news?
Yes, sir. I think it was the case in Australia wherein they found certain faulty vaccines. But I think it was a manufacturing defect of a very smaller lot. It was because India is a pharmacy of the world, and we have provided very efficient pharmaceutical products to all over the world. But it was manufacturing defect of a very small batch, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Good to see you, Omkar.
Hello, ma'am. Thank you.
Omkar, being a vet, in the previous response you gave, did I misunderstand that you suggest culling dogs?
Ma'am, the rabid dogs have to be culled. I do not suggest the widespread culling of dogs that are largely roaming our states. It would be very inhuman to do so, but we have to cull the rabid dogs, ma'am.
So, tell me the important animal rights that you have learned in your things.
Ma'am, the animal rights are mainly given by the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals Act 1960, and therein the rights are mentioned of human treatment of animals. There have also been the Animal Birth Control Rules of 2023, which also mention certain rights that the stray animals have.
Tell me your strength and weakness, Omkar.
Uh, Ma'am, my primary strength is the organized skills that I have. Secondly, I believe I'm also a good leader. And thirdly, I have good analytical abilities. Regarding weakness, ma'am, I have there is a word known as lithologica. I have the tendency to forget certain words at the right moment. These are and also lack of sufficient sports across my lifetime. These are certain weaknesses.
Regarding euthanasia, what do you think this passive euthanasia, which has been allowed recently by the Supreme Court and even before in the Aruna Schindler case, what do you think are the possible misuse of such leewage to passive euthanasia?
I think there is the possibility of a slippery slope arising from this from the judgment because uh, many people who have given upon life, even though they can be treated, they can also approach the honorable courts. So there is a possibility of rising cases wherein the patients start to ask to let them die peacefully. But I don't think, ma'am, it is a very stronger possibility because Supreme Court has read clear guidelines in the cases in the many cases like the Aruna Shanbag case as well as the common cause case, and in recent Harish Rana case as well. The Honorable Supreme Court has said that these are the rarest of rare cases in which you use passive euthanasia.
Have you watched the documentary wherein there is a penguin about penguin?
For penguin, ma'am?
Yes.
Ma'am, I have watched penguins in the Planet Earth documentaries, but not any specific documentary of penguins.
Okay, so what did the Planet Earth documentary talks about this penguin? Is there something unique about it?
Mm, Ma'am, unique in the sense that their population is being affected by the reducing ice shelf in Antarctica. Uh, and other than that, I'm unable to remember anything.
Have you seen this documentary on hornbill conservation?
Sorry, ma'am, I haven't seen.
Okay. There was a recent IAS officer who got this great Champion of Earth award. Do you remember that?
Yes, ma'am.
What is it for and who is it?
Mm, Uh, I'm sorry, I'm unable to remember her name, but she is an IS officer from Tamil Nadu, Kadar. She got her award for the elephant population as well as reducing plastic use uh, in Coimbatore, if I'm not wrong, ma'am. But I'm unable to remember her name, ma'am.
Okay. You are interested in this Maratha history. There
Yes,
is a
ma'am.
recent change in the naval ensign of India.
Yes, ma'am.
Why it is so?
Ma'am, it is mainly because Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj is referred as the father of Indian Navy, and his seal was octagonal shape, which is picked by the Indian Navy.
Okay. My last question is, you participated in the street play against preventing farmers suicide.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you think there is a parallel between this euthanasia and suicide?
No, ma'am, I don't think so. Because euthanasia is a mercy killing, where we where we kill the patients, we let the patients die who are terminally ill, and there is no chance of recovery. But suicide is a more of a psychological issue, where the person loses the will to live his life peacefully. So I don't think there is any parallel between them.
Thank you, Omkar. Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
ma'am.
Thank you, Ms. Madhvi. Omkar,
Yes, sir.
environmentalists these days, over the last 2, 3 decades, in India are having a very loud voice, thanks to NGO, thanks to the NGT, thanks to some courts. Now, at the same time, India is calling to become a developed nation, Viksit Bharat, by 2047. So my statement is that with environmentalists getting very active in India compared to the previous years, and with the objective of India becoming developed nation, there will be major conflicts between the development and environment. What do you have to say? And what is the best solution?
Yes, sir. We have been facing many issues regarding the striking balance between maintaining ecology as well as developing ourselves. But sir, if you talk about environmentalists and activists, I think they are within their rights to peacefully protest against whatever they feel that is going on wrong currently. But that does not mean that there should be any foreign agenda or any outsider influence to their agenda, sir. Regarding how to strike the balance, there have been many case studies across India where we've seen that ecology and development can be balanced. For example, the National Highway 44 that passes through the Pench National Park, it shows that how protection of wildlife as well as forests, it can be done alongside having a very super fast highway, sir. So I think we can learn from these issues and strike a balance between the two, sir.
Good.
Yes.
So you do very well, Omkar. You're very promising.
Thank you, sir.
All the best to you.
Thank you so much, sir.